Mortal Kombat 12 is coming this year. I'm willing to bet my entire studio collection on it. Call me a nerd all you want, but this stuff is worth more than most cars. And I actually just got a new one that I can't wait to unbox. But I digress. In honor of Mortal Kombat 12, let's discuss the most hated aspects of past games. Why? Because I never want them to return, and I bet many of you watching feel the same. So make sure to comment down below what you hate the most about past games, and without any further ado, let's get started after a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Fun fact, there's 7.5 billion people on this planet, and many of them are playing this game right now, so stop wasting your time and join in on the fun. My favorite part about this game is summoning champions, so let's open some shards right now. First up, we have the blue shards, which are great for summoning rare champions, and in fact, sometimes you can even get a stronger champion. But playtime's over because now we're opening the purple shards, which have even rarer champions still. Yo, that's a cool looking champion. I don't actually have this one yet. And then finally, we have the orange shards, which have a chance of summoning a legendary champion, the strongest characters in the game. Oh, that's a cool looking champion. Wait a minute, there's a new champion based on Ronda Rousey, the Mortal Kombat character? Yeah, apparently so. Raid added a new legendary champion based off the mixed martial artist pro wrestling legend Ronda Rousey. And guess what? She's completely free, whether you're a new or longtime player. Just log in for 7 days and she's yours. You can also use the special promo code RAIDRONDA to get a bunch of helpful stuff. Check the available promo codes in the description. And guess what? It's time to vote on your favorite starter champion in the game. Download the game using my link down below. Copy your in-game player ID, then go to championselect.plarium.com. Enter your player ID and then vote for your chosen champion. That's all there is to it. And after voting, you're entered to win some awesome prizes, including epic and legendary champions, in-game items, and even Amazon gift cards worth up to $1,000. Once the vote ends on February 10th, one champion will be crowned the winner, and the prize winners will be selected via a draw. Only new players from the US can win a prize. But don't worry if you're an existing Raid player, you can still get involved. Just head to championselect.plarium.com where you can enter to find a special promo code that everyone can use for a small in-game gift. So what are you waiting for? There's so many awesome things happening in Raid right now, and the game is completely free. Click my link below to download the game or use the QR code on screen. Because guess what? That gives you $35 worth of unique goodies in the game. We're talking a free champion named Jotun, 100,000 silver, 50 gems, and 2 epic skill tomes. All that treasure is waiting for you right here and is available for the next 30 days to new players only. And once you're in game, you can find me under this name right here, and if you're fast enough, you can even join my clan. I'm always looking for new members. Alright, so first up we have Breakaway. Most players agree that Combo Breaker is simply better. Now, I've always said that I'm glad that NetherRealm tried something new, and honestly, I understand what they were going for. They wanted the opponent to have to think before doing Combo Breaker instead of just doing it as early as possible, and they also wanted to turn it into a mind game. But here's the thing, for certain characters like Melina, there's no mind game at all. You can break away every single time I ball roll. Even though I have this move which breaks armor, guess what? I can't recover in time to do it. You can break away scot-free every single time and just escape all of my damage. So if I want to do combos as Melina, I'm just out of luck. But hey, I guess that's what I get for playing Melina in this game, right? Melina fans have to suffer because we're toxic. But next up, we have the opposite situation, because you see, Breakaway is extremely biased in this game. For some characters, that mechanic just doesn't even exist. Breakaway means absolutely nothing to them. And the reason why is because Breakaway only works when the opponent launches you into the air. And guess what? There's characters in this game who keep you standing for the entire combo, or in other words, you never get the chance to break away. All the damage is guaranteed. And in my opinion, Jackie Briggs is the absolute best example of this, because sometimes she launches you and you still don't get to break away. Look at that. The opponent was airborne and you still can't break. And if you think that's crazy, check out this combo. Once again, all the damage is guaranteed. There is never a chance to break away. Yeah, this mechanic is extremely biased, and that's why most players think it sucks and just want Combo Breaker to come back. And don't worry, there's much more damaging combos, like for example this one that involves a crushing blow. Once again, 100% guaranteed. There's nothing you can do about it. And finally, just for fun, here's the meme combo. I call it that because it goes on forever, and the fact you can't break away from any of these hits is just astonishing to me. All this damage is guaranteed. And keep in mind, Jackie's combos aren't even the most damaging. Johnny Cage gets way more damage, and so does Sindel. There's plenty of characters who take Breakaway off the table, and that's why I think, yeah, it should go away. But here's the thing, if NetherRealm still wants an interactive combo breaker that's a bit of a mind game, then I say look at Guilty Gear, because in that game, the combo breaker is a physical attack that knocks the opponent away. However, if the opponent expects it, they can block and then punish the combo breaker itself because it has recovery. I think having a combo breaker like that for Mortal Kombat 12 could be really interesting, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, because no matter how you feel, I think we all at least agree that Breakaway should never return. Now this next complaint is kind of minor, but can we get rid of this? Like, I'm just tired of this, or at the very least, can I have the option to turn it off? Because some characters actually use left trigger for an attack, and if your input is slightly off, you get this instead, and you can't block while doing this. Or in other words, if I'm playing as Shao Kahn and I want to do the taunt, but barely mess up my input, guess what? I'm stuck doing this, and the opponent just gets a free combo on me. And it also happens when I'm playing Kotal Kahn and I want to summon a totem, and sometimes I just get this, and I can't block, and I didn't get my totem. So look, listen, I'm not saying this button should do nothing. I want this button to do something. I'm just saying I want the option to turn this off, okay? I don't want to keep turning my character over and over again. I think it's unnecessary. I get that it's a meme and that it's tradition and whatnot, but I don't care, okay? I want it gone. I don't like it. Okay, so I know that last complaint was a bit of a nitpick, but I think this one everybody can agree on. Some characters' attack strings have directional inputs for no reason, like just a lot of them. Look at this. I think Shang Tsung is one of the biggest offenders. He has so many directional inputs for no reason whatsoever. Like, look at these strings. What is this? Why are there so many up-down directions for no reason? I understand why the first hit has to involve a direction sometime, because there's only 4 attack buttons in the game, so if you want more than 4 combo starters, you have to involve some directions here and there. I understand that completely. However, what I don't understand is why some strings are just more complicated than others. Like, why did that string have a dial-in input and an up direction for no reason? And the same for this string. Why is it 3 up 2 down 2? Why can't it just be 3 2 2? Why the extra inputs just to make my life more difficult? Why are you doing this to me? Oh god, there's another one. Why does Shang Tsung have so many directions in his strings? It may not seem like a big deal, but when you're trying to learn a new character and you go online, you can't just see the move list as you're playing. Or in other words, some characters are just tougher to play for no reason whatsoever. Once again, I understand the first input being a direction. That's completely fine, but why, oh why, do some characters have really tough strings while others don't? And it's the same thing for Fujin. Why does this string end with up 4? There is no reason why this string can't just be 1 1 4. Why is there an up direction for no reason whatsoever? That's stupid. I don't like it. Get rid of it. It's not needed. Call me old-fashioned, but I believe in a fighting game, I should be battling my opponent, not the weird wonky inputs of the characters. And it's just not fair that some characters have really straightforward strings while other characters have complex strings for no reason whatsoever. The strings aren't even overpowered or anything. They're not special strings. They just have weird inputs for no reason. Oh god, but then we have Spawn. This string right here is the stuff of nightmares for me. Once again, there's an up input for no reason, and guess what? The last 2 inputs are dial-in. Or in other words, you have to press them really fast, otherwise you don't get the final button. Listen, I pride myself on being pretty good at fighting games, okay? I can do pretty much any difficult input you show me in any fighting game, even the classics. However, even so, something about this string is really tough for me personally, especially in the heat of the moment, okay? Having to go from triangle to circle and then up 3 and 2 right away. I thought it was down 2 for some reason. I could have sworn it was up 3, down 2. Did they change it? I could have sworn it had a down input in there. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I thought for sure there was a down input. Oh yeah, and then the crushing blow cancels the last hit, which is kind of weird. But yeah, this input is tough for me. Like, I really have a tough time with this. Anyway, you get the idea. I hate when attack strings have unnecessary extra inputs in them, whether it be directions or making them dial-ins for no reason. I don't like it. I think the string should be pretty easy for most characters. Because once again, fighting games are about fighting the opponent, not about fighting the game itself. So the string should be simple to do. Alright, and next up we have the short hops. Let me know how you guys feel about short hops in the comment section down below, because I mostly like the idea of them, but I don't want them to return in this current state. Just in case you don't play this game, the short hops were NetherRealm's solution to the constant 50-50s in Mortal Kombat X. Most characters in this game do not have overheads that start combos, so instead they have to use this to trick the opponent into standing up so they can go for throws or overheads, all that awesome stuff. It's honestly a pretty good mind game, but if I'm being honest, I would prefer if each character just had their own unique overhead input, like maybe back square or back triangle or something like that, you know? Or hey, maybe make it like Third Strike where you press triangle and circle to get the overhead, something universal like that. I just don't like that it's the jump input, because for some characters it just gets in the way, and Scorpion is a great example. He has this move, the Sin Blade, which is a neutral jump attack that only works when he jumps straight up. He can't do it during a forward jump or a back jump. However, even with that limitation, it's not a very big deal because this move is still great for combos, right? Well, it should be, but guess what? Here's the problem. If I do a spear and then spin the bar, the only way to combo my opponent is to do this move as soon as possible. And guess what happens when I release up and try to press down right away? Yeah, I get the short hop, not the Sin Blade. Once again, the only way to get this move to combo is to do it as early as possible on the opponent, but if I try to do that normally, I just get the short hop, which sucks. I don't want the short hop. Listen, I understand it's possible to master the timing with enough practice, but I'm just saying it's so frustrating how the short hop gets in the way, and that's why I wish it was just a different input. Maybe backing a button or just 2 buttons together. I don't don't want it to involve the up direction. I know it's a nitpick, but sometimes when you're playing the game, you just don't want the short hop and you get it anyway, and I'm just tired of that. I think it gets in the way and honestly just does more harm than good. So I want it to come back, but in a different way. Don't make it involve the up button. And then finally, one more thing that I never want to return in Mortal Kombat ever is a boss that I can't combo. Why is it impossible to launch Kronika and do regular combos that I can do on everybody else? Why does she not have a falling down animation? Why can't I fight her like every other character? The entire point of a boss character is to test your knowledge as a player, but guess what? For Kronika, all that knowledge goes out the window and you have to fight her completely different from every other character in the game, and I hate it. I don't think NetherRealm is crazy enough to commit this sin again, but just in case, I want it on the record. I want to verbally express how much I hate the fact that I cannot combo Kronika like every other character. Stop doing this to me, NetherRealm. And you know what? For me personally, I like when the final boss is playable. That's just me, okay? I love playing as Shao Kahn in this game. I love playing as Bison and Seth and every boss character in Street Fighter. However, on that point, I will admit I'm nitpicking, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you like when the boss characters are only fightable and you can't actually play as them because that makes them more rare and unique, or do you prefer the option to play as them yourself? Let me know in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, leave a like because that's about it for the video. Everything that I never want to return in Mortal Kombat 12, and I bet many of you watching agree. Make sure to combo that subscribe button and ring that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.